So if you've been watching the national news, guys, you've been hearing that the real estate market may be on the rebound next year. But if you live out here on the ground in New Braunfels, Schertz, or even out by Canyon Lake, you know that's not the full story out here on the ground. It's Cody Posey here, and look, I spent the first 20 years in the Army as a first sergeant, and in the military, we didn't make moves based on how we felt. What we did is we made them based on what the SITREP on the ground was. And as we head into 2026, the Texas Hill Country is in a massive standoff, and I see it every single day when I look inside my CRM. Look, when you look at things, buyers are paralyzed by affordabilities and sellers are anchored to the 2022 prices, and the result, stagnation. So that's why in this video is I'm going to give you the raw 2026 forecast, and we'll discuss why our inventory is currently at a 14-year high and why new construction builders are sweating and what is the new normal for interest rate looks like for your bank account. Before we dive into data, do me a favor. I want you to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel because I put out content like this every single week to keep you informed with the facts, and it's not fluff. So at the end of the day, you can make the right decision for you and your family. So let's get after it. Let's look at the numbers right now. When you look at San Antonio and New Braunfels Metro, what we are currently seeing is active inventory levels that we haven't touched since 2011. And when you look in some pockets like in Canyon Lake, you got over 20 months of supply. And guys, when I look at everything and I look at my contacts and my list every morning, the data is clear. The demand hasn't disappeared, but the buyers have quieted down. Because I have hundreds of people in my database logging in daily, and they're looking at homes in Garden Ridge and in Cibolo and in Schertz, and they're clicking on the photos, and they do want a house. But when they wait and see the estimated next payment at a 6.3 to 6.5% interest rate, dude, I mean, let's face it, they close the tab. So that's why in 2026, we've hit the affordability wall. And for years, people have said, marry the house and date the rate. And yes, I'm guilty of that. Well, the last date didn't last too long and they left me at prom and you ended up paying for it. So here is my reality check. Guys, rates aren't going back down to 3%. The 2026 forecast shows us that, and that they're going to be hovering probably in the 60s, and they may flip into the upper 5s by the end of the year. So if you're waiting for the pandemic level error rates, guys, you're chasing a ghost. 2026 is going to be the year of the slow normal. I mean, we have a 5.5 months of inventory when you look at the state of Texas, and in New Braunfels currently sitting at a 6-month inventory, and that's right above a balanced market. So where we're in a buyer's market actually. And that's why when you look at buyers, they have so much and they own so much of the seat at the table because the cost of admission is higher than what it used to be. So look, when you look at things, if you drive out on I-35 out towards Hill Country on Highway 46 or going down up north towards Austin and Mayfair, looking at Verminde, and you see these huge developments in Schertz are even starting to pumping out houses too, right? But guys, look at it. I'm going to tell you, builders are in a dogfight right now. I mean, they have high interest construction loans that are out there. So every day that house sits empty, it's bleeding the asset for that company. So that's why when you look at 2026, builders are struggling, going to be moving standing inventory. Homes that are even finished, 100% finished out, and they have no buyers to them. And when you take a look at that, that's where stagnation is going to work in your favor. I mean, when you look at resale sellers, I mean, yes, they're often stubborn. I mean, they want their price. But builders are corporations. They need to clear their books. So in 2026, the sticker price on a new build, it's just a suggestion. You can always negotiate. And what matters at the end of the day, for most buyers right now, it's the financing. Guys, I'm seeing builds offer of $25,000 of flex cash. They use that to buy down your interest rate to a 5.25 or 4.9, and I'm even seeing some 3.99s in there too as well. And if you're a buyer and you're frustrated with affordability, you need to stop looking at Zillow and start looking at the builder incentives. That's one of the things I research hard when I'm working with new home buyers out there. And look, guys, you can get a brand new home with a warranty and a payment that could be potentially $500 cheaper a month than your 10-year-old resale with a home down the street. And that's how you end up breaking stagnation through in 2026. So now, guys, I need to talk to my sellers. This part is going to be blunt. 20 years in the Army has taught me the truth saves more time than me just beating around the bush. Guys, if your house has been on the market for over 90 days, it's not just the market fault, it's also your strategy. Look, average days on market in New Braunfels has climbed past 100 days. There's no doubt. See it. I look at the stats every single day, every single month. When you look at Canyon Lake, guys, it's even higher. And what it is many sellers are still anchored to 2022 because they think that their house is worth more than what their neighbor got 3 years ago. And look, it's not. I mean, in 2026, you aren't just competing with the house that's next door, but guys, you're trying to compete with the builder who is offering a lower interest rate and a brand new roof. And when you look to sell in 2026, you have to be turnkey. So buyers are payment tired. They don't want to just have another extra $20,000 cash for new flooring or new paint after they pay their down payment. They want that new paint and carpet already installed. And if your house isn't ready for move-in on day one, guess what? It's probably going to sit. You have to win the beauty contest right now, and the price war is at the same time because guess what? There is no more testing the market anymore. You either price it for the current interest rate environment or just get very, very comfortable on that couch and just sit there for another 2 years until the market catches up with what you want for your asking price. So what is the mission for 2026? Buyers, use that stagnation. 5.5 months of inventory means you have the luxury of your time to pick the house that you want. You can actually do a very thorough inspection, negotiate repairs. You can negotiate everything. Find a house that's sat for 120 days because that seller might be tired. That is your leverage. So don't wait for the rates to hit 5% because when they do, guess what? I mean, everybody else is going to be jumping back in the market and we'll be back to probably some bidding wars out there, but houses are not going to sit in the market that long. So if you buy the house now, negotiate the price down, and you can look at refinancing later. Sellers, you need a system, bottom line. You can't just throw up a yard in the sign or a sign in the yard and just hope for the best. And what you do need, you need a data-backed plan that actually is going to be the target the buyers that are hiding in my CRM. What you need is professional media and a price that's going to reflect 2026 in reality. Because when you look at things, I mean, the Hill Country is still the best place in Texas to live. There's no doubt. We have the jobs, we have the growth, and we definitely got the lifestyle. But guess what? I mean, the easy money days are currently over with. What you need, though, you need a pro who can help you read the map. And look, if this SITREP was very, very helpful for you, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you want a straight up no BS analysis on your specific neighborhood or your home, whether that's in Vintage Oaks or Rivera Mende or Sunspot and Cibolo Schertz, guys, reach out to me. My contact info is in the description. I'm Cody Posey. Let's get to work.